Hey guys, this is JB3 and we are back with another episode of FIFA 19 Career Mode Youth Edition featuring Morecambe FC. And in this episode, we will get into the final two games of the season before we head into the off season. We'll take on Fulham and then we have a week off and we'll take on Bournemouth, who sit currently in the relegation zone. So let's get into this episode, see if we can pick up a couple wins and go out flying for the end of the season here in the Premier League. So we'll get into this game. It will be our starters. We just want to get them a run out before they start complaining about playing time, even though the season's pretty much over and they shouldn't really worry about it. But it will be the normal starting lineup with Miro on the right wing. So let's get into this game against Fulham, see if we can grab 3 points. And we'll get this game underway. Oh, LeConte breaks it up. Munn can't win the ball. Header on, and it's in the back of the net. Sessegnon sends it in. LeConte broke it up, but just wasn't able to win the ball. And Morecambe starters, after having a big break, seem to be falling asleep with nothing left to play here. Munn tries to get the ball off, but they get it in. And he rises over Sark. Vergara never jumps, and into the back of the net it goes. Opens it up, 1-0. Dupont gets the ball, lays it back off to Munn. Can we answer right back? No. Billy Hughes on the rebound, puts it home and puts it in. Morecambe FC back on 1-1. A nice little play. We lay it right off and we answer right back as we move it up. Dupont lays it to Munn. He puts a good strike on. Goalkeeper gets a hand and Billy Hughes just puts it towards net. And it finds the back of it as the goalkeeper's laying on the ground here in the rain. And it's Morecambe FC 1-1 here against Fulham. Oh, they dribble up right in the middle. Vergara slows them down. They come out. Aldaharni breaks it up. They get the ball right back, though. Center it. Have a chance into the net. And Attabola knocks it away as LeConte will cover it up. Turns it right back over, though. Gets behind to Sessegnon and finds the back of the net. And Morecambe FC just fall asleep. And it's 2-1. Quickly here, 10 minutes on, Vergara just takes a really hard touch like a trampoline there. Well, it goes to LeConte. He can't clear it. It's turned over. They pass in between us. And Awazi can't make the save as it's 2-1 Fulham. Billy Hughes carries on, drops it into Munn. Munn centers it to Dupont. He runs on, puts it in off the side netting. The goalkeeper gets a touch to it, and it goes right off the keeper's foot and into the side netting. Just had a chance, but it's knocked away out for a corner. Aldaharni goes up to Dupont. He'll control the ball. Gets it to Sark. Sark has Billy Hughes. Can he get behind him? Gets on the ball. Billy Hughes looking for a second. Off the crossbar. And out for a goal kick. A great move by Billy Hughes. Puts a really good shot on. Beats the keeper, but can't beat the post. Sark gets it up to Munn. He'll cut inside. Gets it on to Dupont. Dupont waits for men to get forward so he can lay a pass. Has a chance here as he pulls the defender. Gets it to Munn and he finds the back of the net. Munn ties it up 2-2 here against Fulham as we charge on in the 35th minute. Dupont pulls all the defenders towards him as he gets close to the box. Lays it right to Munn and he puts the strike on. Nice and hard, right past the keeper. Dupont, just a nice pass, getting all those assists. Leaves it right there for Munn, and he puts a beautiful strike, bends it past the keeper, into the back of the net. Morecambe FC, 2-2. Munn lays it to Aldaharni. He's going to push right up the middle here. Sends it long, looking for a bouncing ball to Munn. Munn gets it in, puts it in, and can't get it as the keeper knocks it away. Miro can't get on the end of it, and it goes out for a corner kick. Corner here for Morecambe FC. It'll be Aldaharni sending it high into the box. Header on and into the back of the net it goes. I don't know, was it Dupont? Was it Vergara? It was Dupont who gets the third goal and takes the lead here. 40th minute. He rises in the box. Him and Vergara collide. And they basically combine for the goal, but Dupont will get credit for it. The young Belgium finds another one for the score sheet. Aldaharni launches it into the middle. And it's Dupont rising up and just getting ahead to it before Vergara and puts it past the keeper for another goal. Morecambe FC take the lead 3-2. And that'll do it. Morecambe FC head to halftime up 3-2 over Fulham. Oh no, LeConte with a hard tackle. will get his second yellow and will go down to 10 men, and LeConte's season is over with the red card. He goes in there hard. He was on the yellow, mistimes it, and drops Sessegnon in the middle of the field, and that will be the day for LeConte. Oh, the pass is intercepted. It'll be Fulham pulling it up into the middle. They go. Shot on, and Awazi makes the save. Out for a corner kick. Dupont on the Lekanen, turns, gets to Miro. He's behind as Fulham pushed up. Miro charges in, puts it on and into the back of the net and secures the game-winning goal. Or what should be Morecambe FC down to 10 men. Fight on here and grab the extra goal. It's Miro who gets behind the defense off the pass from Lekanen, drives in and beats the keeper. 4-2 Morecambe FC. Miro sees Lekanen and he slips it off to him. He'll get behind the defense, looks for it, sends it across back to Miro, can't get to it. Lekanen though on the rebound, puts it on and saved by the keeper. And that'll do it. Morecambe FC take the victory over Fulham 4-2. They go down to 10 men but continue to fight on and get the victory. 10 shots, 7 on target. We only let up 4 to Fulham. They never really stood a chance after we took control with the third goal. It'll be Dupont a 9.1, Billy Hughes an 8.5, Sarek 7.3, Munn an 8.5, Aldaharni 8.3, Awazi 7.3, LeConte 6.7, Adebola 8.0, Vergara 7.7, Kumi 7.3, Aguero 6.6, Lekanen 8.4, Lucero 6.6, Miro a 9.0, and that will do it for us here against Fulham. So, Christian Nowak is looking to come out of the club, the 16-year-old left back from Poland, I believe. And he's 62 overall, has a potential of 91 to 94, 6 foot, pretty good size, pretty good athleticism, good sprint speed down the side. Could be a good replacement for Baker, who just seems a touch slow. He always seems to get beat on the long balls, good jumping, so we'll bring him into the club, maybe get him a run out here against Bournemouth. And Embarga is looking to come out, but at 55 overall, 77 to 91 potential. We just have so many other CDMs. We're going to release him and let him leave the youth academy. So we have our final month here in France. Oliver Castel is probably the best player, but not, really anything we want to try and bring in at this point. He's 15 years old, potential of 66 to only 90. So that'll do it for us here in France. So we have our final month here in Argentina. We have Jara 70 to 94 potential. Looks like he could be a decent cam. I just don't know. That overall is just so low. I don't think we'll bring him in. And then we have Bustos, who's 79 to 94, so good potential, decent overall, between 52 and 64, although it's probably on the lower end. We will bring him into the club, though. Looks like he could be a decent winger. And then we have Vergara, the goalkeeper. As much as I think he could do a job, we just have so many goalkeepers, so we'll let him go, and that'll do it for us here in Argentina. So we have 3 players here in Canada. It'll be David Taylor, who we'll bring in. Looks like he could be a decent center forward, 75 to 93, 54 to 66. Overall, we have Reese Wood, who I think we'll hold off on. I don't think that overall is quite good enough. And we just have a lot of central defensive midfielders, so we'll release him. And then we'll take a look at Colin White, 15 years of age, 79 to 94, 47 to 63 overall. We'll bring him into the club, and that will do it for us here in Canada. So we'll take a look at our youth academy, which is getting quite full. We have Doob here at 91 to 94 potential. We'll still let him grow in the youth academy. I don't think he's going to get a ton of playing time at this point, so we'll wait on him. We have Azavaldo Comno, 65 overall, but not great potential, but, might be a player we want to look at for next season. We have Pereira, 64 overall, 86 to 92. Teko Kirku, we'll let him go. I just don't think that potential, not even reaching, 90, we'll let him go and maybe get some playing time elsewhere. We have Musa, who will also let go. 78 to 86. We have Solomon Sepulveda, who's probably going to want to come out. I'll have to think about that one. 86 to 92 potential, 56 overall. It's really just the overall that's, kind of concerning me, but good agility, decent running speed. Just doesn't have a lot of strength, but, we'll take a look at him, when he asks to come out. And then we have David Taylor, 75 to 93, who we just brought in, 58 overall already. We have Mario Palacios, center midfielder, 52 overall. So the overall is not great, but 81 to 91, it's not a bad potential. We have Colin White, the striker we just brought in from Canada, 52 overall, 79 to 94. And then we have Pauletta, 63 overall, 84 to 90. Potential so decent there. We have Alfonso Esquerdo, 65 overall, another central defensive midfielder, 86 to 94, good potential there. And then we have Leonardo Bustos, 79 to 94, potential, 57 overall, left winger, 15 years of age from Argentina, and that will do it for us here in the Youth Academy. So we'll get into our final game of the season. It'll be against Bournemouth. We'll roll out as many backups as we can. We'll get Fuentes, his 10th appearance on the year. We'll get Nowak in there for his debut. Zayatev, Hennessy, and Ramsey across the back with Odom and Donaghy holding up the midfield. It'll be O'Grady, Orellana, and Johansson driving the wings, and Park leading the charge up front. And we'll get this game underway. O'Grady gets it off to Udom, up to Park. Can he get around? Does. Takes the long shot and puts it right on the goalkeeper to start the game. Johansson will send the ball into the middle. Header on in, right on the net as Hennessy puts it right on the goalkeeper. O'Grady goes up to Udom. He'll control the ball, has Orellana on a run, holds up, slips it through, top of the box, shot on and knocked away by the goalkeeper, held in by Park. He'll send it back to Udom, but they'll call him offsides, and it'll be turned over. Udom, right up the middle, has a lot of space as he drives forward. Has a chance. Can he get the pass off to Orellana? Does. Puts it in the back of the net. Is he onside? He is. No flag as Orellana launches it past the goalkeeper, and Morecambe FC finally break through for the opening goal. It'll be 1-0 right at the end of the half, 42 minutes in, and Orellana celebrates with the traveling fans and lets them know that this season's going to end on a good note as Odom comes right up the middle, has Orellana, doesn't think about it, just puts his boot behind it. Right into the back of the net it goes. 1-0 Morecambe FC. And that's the end of the first half. Not a whole lot happening here as Morecambe FC head to halftime up 1-0 over Bournemouth. Orellana moves it along to Park. He moves up, sends it off to Udom. He drops it into O'Grady, who's behind his man. Tough, tight angle and puts it in, and Park can't get on the rebound as it's just sent away, and Bournemouth will control it down the field. In the middle, Donaghy on to Lopez. Lopez looking for a lane. Takes the shot, long shot into the back of the net. Lopez puts it in. Morecambe FC 2-0. A nice play by Lopez. Just looks for the lane. It finally opens up, and he launches it from outside the box, and he comes right onto the pitch after being subbed on and puts it into the back of the net. And Lopez, showing that he can really score in any league, puts his boot behind it, bends it into the top corner just outside the outstretched keeper, and it's 2-0 Morecambe FC. Oh, Park gets it in the middle. Has a chance, lays it off to Lopez. Lopez looking for Orellana, gets it into him. He'll hold up. Can he chip it on to Lopez? Knocks it down, puts it into the back of the net, and Lopez has two. Comes on in a sub roll and puts in 2 goals and gives us the 3-0 lead. Here, 70 minutes in, Orellana with a beautiful pass just to get it over the defenders. Lands right at the feet of Lopez. He turns and puts it past the goalkeeper into the back of the net. 2 for Lopez, 3 for Morecambe FC. Lopez looks for some space, gives it to Niejo. Niejo looks for a pass, centers it to Lopez. Long strike, puts it right on the keeper. Controlled by O'Grady. Sends it back to the top of the box. Knocked down and can't get on the end of it as it's cleared away. And that'll be the final touch on the final game of the season as the backups come in, do a job, and get the 3-0 victory over Bournemouth, who is already relegated if I remember correctly. Not a whole lot happening other than the goals. One shot for Bournemouth. Morecambe FC take 10, put 9 on the goalkeeper in 50-50 possession. It'll be Lopez a 9.4 and player of the match. Niejo a 7.4. Orellana 9.3. O'Grady 7.2. Park 7.1. Johansson 7.2, Udeman 8.7, Fuentes a 7.0, Cohen Michaels a 6.3, only had to make the one save, Ramsey a 7.9, Hennessy a 7.6, Zayatev 7.6, Nowak 7.6 on debut, didn't have a whole lot of pressure but played well, Donaghy at 9.1, and that'll do it for us here against Bournemouth. And at the end of the season, we'll get our prize money. It's £182 million into the budget. We'll have to see what we can do with the extra money, although we're not doing any transfers, so it doesn't really mean anything. It's just kind of fun to have a whole bunch of money if we really want it. So guys, that'll do it for us here in this episode as we take the league by storm. 90 points, only 6 losses on the season. We will look to improve upon that next season, try and do a little bit better in the cup runs. But guys, that'll do it for us here in this season. Next episode will be a recap. We'll move into the off season and go through it a little bit. Kind of recap everything. We'll see what transfers we make in the offseason as we get ready for the following season, which will be the Champions League season. Hopefully we can get the victories and win the Champions League next season and maybe even do a little more. Maybe we can get the quadruple, the Pep Guardiola runaway quadruple. We'll see if we can do it. But guys, that'll do it for us here in this episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the subscribe button. All your support is greatly appreciated. I can't thank you guys enough for it all. It is unbelievable. Truly thankful. And if you guys have any questions or thoughts for the series, make sure to drop it down in the comments. And until next time, guys, have a good one.